Alright, hello. I will now be analyzing my 6:39 the tower any percent world record in order to share all my little visual cues, strategies, and that's to help people who are new to the category or even those that are already a bit experienced to maybe improve your consistency. So this is not relevant, it's just for fun. And now I start. Right, the first jump, you want to jump late and then just hold. That's the easiest way, or you can just move through casually. So all of this is common right here. To do this properly, you want to hit the checkpoint, wait a little bit, and then jump. Then you want to hold and land on this platform. You will stop holding so that you do a late jump like that and continue with the level. Now you do the fireballs. You want to stop a couple of blocks before this fireball in front of me, and then you want to hold right as soon as it slams onto the ground like that, and jump just before you get killed. So that's how you do it. Here you do a late jump like I just did. And now the most important part about this vertical part, you don't want to hold here. You don't want to hold jump when you get to the platforms. You just get on it, turn around, either by just swapping keys or doing a fast turnaround, it's a bit more advanced, and then jump just when you have turned around enough, and here the same thing. So it looks like I held, but I actually just tapped when I felt like I turned around enough, because otherwise you might be inconsistent, die, and you don't want that. Also, just a side note, you have to hit the pink orb 2 times. Right, this is all just for fun what I did there. And here you're gonna pause for a bit. I've seen so many people do another way, but I'll just share what I do. So I pause for a bit, hold, wait there, and jump onto this platform. I'm gonna walk for a bit, pause again. As you can see, I'm not holding right here, and then hold right again, and then just turn around. So this is the strategy used by Stas I've seen of the run. I just looked at it, and since like it was Stas, I thought it's the fastest, so I just got used to it, and now I do it. Alright, the gate. This is the worst part. All you have to do is just hold left before the cutscene ends, and you want to turn around just after you cross these 2 blocks. So after you've gone here, you will be able to get the gate, but the timing is very bad. So I usually jump about right here, as you can see on this line, and that usually gets you. And here, once you get inside the gate, you want to hold for just a little bit right as you enter, and then stop holding, because otherwise you're going to be pushed back. And yeah, that's it with gate, is the worst part. Right, I guess that means we go onto the sewers, so I'll just speed up. Right, on the sewers here, unless you're going for 0 cycle, which is very inconsistent for me because I hate it, you can just hold right and jump here. You get on this platform casually, and you should be able to get here. Now all you have to do here is just hold until you get to this platform, wait a bit, jump, and this is the worst jump. Hopefully you'll get it. You want to time it so that you just use that coyote time to barely make it to this platform. It's very annoying, inconsistent, but with a bit of practice you'll get to do it. Alright, here my visual cue for this is I jump straight as this little white dot in the center of my icon is overlapping the torch. So just like that, and then I just hold, and you have to practice this left and right movement. What I try to do is just stay in the center, like this, in the center, because that way I'm very close to each of the platforms on each side, and that makes me able to do it. Alright, here you just you make sure you don't tap too early, click too early, because you might do a jump instead of entering the door. So you wait to be in front of the door and then you click. Right, the visual cue for this part to get on the button fast is you jump right as the edge of your icon is over this line right here. Yeah, very nice visual cue. As you can see, I jumped just as I crossed it, which is good. There you go. And everyone should be able to survive this, so I'll skip through it. Okay, wait, hold on. Right, for this ending part, all you want to do is just stay in the center and tap right and jump just as this spike right here gets over these blocks, so that like it can kill you. So just like that, I do it, and then just go through. Okay, now on to the cellar. Worst level for full game. Doesn't matter what you're doing in the beginning, you can see I'm messing around. You just want to be on this platform. There's no way to make it to this one. And now you want to put yourself on the edge of it so that you'll be able to get as much momentum as possible. And now the timing for actually tapping left here, or like holding left, is when the edge of this platform is just below this coin. Sorry, this coin. Right, you can see I did it a bit early, but it's fine. If you do it like right here, it's perfect. So you just do what I do here. You can do minor mess ups, doesn't matter. And now here, there's very important part. You want to do a full jump here. You want to do this, because right here, there's a spawn trigger, which spawns in the snake platform inside this wall. And if you do a jump early, you'll be able to trigger it as soon as you get to its X position, rather than just getting on this platform first and then jumping up to the trigger on that one. So you can save a bit of time, which really helps you with the cycle above. Now this is all really easy. You should be able to do this. The timing to jump here is just as these spikes make the sound effect, and like the sound effect finishes. You can do it a bit late just to be safe, but yeah, you'll get a feel for it once you practice. And here you want to be pretty fast. Right, this part just requires lots of practice, so I won't go into much detail about it. You just have to practice this cycle. Try not having long pauses between your taps, and you should be fine to just do this. Alright, long cutscene, very annoying. But now, the timing to hit this bomb, after it hits the ground, you wait a bit so that it's in midair, and then you can start holding right, and you tap or click just as you're about here, where I'm showing, like right here. So that's what I do. I grab the bomb early. You tap just as you get like right here, which makes it easy to put the bomb. You turn around fast, and to get the fast bomb, you want to turn around just as your icon gets to the edge of this block right here, as you can see. And then just jump there, do what I did. You can practice. All of this is basic. Alright, so that turnaround was for the jack cycle. I'll explain why I do it when I get there in a second. Okay, so you've probably just came to the part of this video and skipped the rest because you want to see what I would say about the jack cycle. I'm not gonna blame you. That's probably the only important part, like for advanced people. But yeah, I'm gonna go into it. Jack cycle is a hell of a strategy. You just need a lot of practice because it's crazy precise. So my visual cue is get on this platform at the very edge without collecting the coin. The coin is part of the visual cue. Now, after the blue part of this platform has crossed the coin in Y position, like right there, you start holding. You want to do 2 full jumps. On the second one, you start holding right just as you start descending, so that you'll barely just make it to this platform, as you can see. Here, on this platform, you're gonna wait for a bit. You don't jump straight away, because otherwise you're gonna land on this platform, which sucks. So you wait for a bit so that you make it over, and turn around just as you see, like this. You just need to practice, man. That's it. And this part right here is just practice. There's nothing much about it. Yeah, that's Jack Cycle. Alright. On to the Secret Hollow. You just get to the right. So, what I've learned about this part, this slope jump used to be a very inconsistent thing for me before. But I've learned that what you can do is just do, like after this jump right here, you can just turn left for as little frames as you want, and then turn right again. And that's going to make you go over the spikes. You can see that in the Discord server. I've talked a bit about it, but yeah. Alright, this is the next visual cue. To jump here as early as you can. You want to do it as your icon just gets on this platform. If you jump before your icon touches this platform, you might not get it. So just make sure you touch the platform first and then jump. Here you just want to do jumps that are as low as possible, but enough to get you over the platforms, and hold right a bit late so that you don't lose momentum like I did. All of this is basic here. You want to time this jump, and you'll get the feel for it, so that you just make it like that. I don't know what to say about it. But yeah, now you're in the cage and you have to prepare for elevator cycle. So from the start, you hold left and click so that you start jumping, and you're at the very left of the cage. Now you want to time your right hold just as you do the 5th hit, because this cage requires 6 hits. So kind of like that. You just hold right on the 5th hit, so that on the 6th hit you just make it out, and you hold right here. The button can be very annoying, but you just want to stop holding right and hold left just as your icon is below this cube. So kind of like that. And now this is a nice little visual cue I found recently. In order to get on this block, which doesn't have collision right now, as you can see, it's just part of this animation, because its hitbox, as soon as you touch the button, is already right here, below below Rattledash. So you're gonna hold jump as your icon is below this gear. Very easy visual cue. Sorry, you hold jump as you're below the gear, and you'll make it to this platform. Now you stop holding right, so that you do a single jump, and hold left. Wait, why am I saying right? It's left. My bad. You go left again. You get here. And here you want to tap a bit early, so that you jump over this torch as if it were a spike. Pretty nice visual cue. Here, you hold. Here, as soon as you touch this box, you stop holding for a bit and then jump to get to the platform. This takes a lot of practice. You should be able to do it. Alright, here you hold jump. You'll just get a feel for it, right? You hold jump so that you just land on there, and then hold left and jump the whole time. and here you turn right. Alright, you definitely want to avoid this slope right here because it wastes 8 milliseconds, which is a crazy time. And then you tap the lever whenever you want. Alright, here there's something called Pacman cycle, which you can choose to go for. You can research it, and you can find it in my The Secret Hollow any percent world record. But I don't think it's worth it for full game any percent, so just don't go for it and do what I do. Alright, I just skipped a visual cue, so my bad. What you do here, to hold right, you stop just as you're 1 block away from the spikes, and you want to hold right just as this set of spikes ends at the edge of your screen. So like right there, when this bit right here is at the bottom of your screen, you start holding right. That way you cut the corner nicely. Here just do the cycle, very easy. And here, this part is very sad because you can always just tap too early and miss the cycle completely. So that's why you want to always try to tap a little later than it feels right to just get in that gap. Hold right, and here just tap to fall in this 2 block hole. That's all you need to do. Ignore this ball. It's very intimidating, but you'll make it if you just tap to make it in that hole. You need to practice. Right, so for this part, my visual cue is I start holding left just as the edge of this ball is kind of aligned with this edge right here. So right now I'm holding right. It's a bit early, but it's fine. Even though it looks like I'm very close to dying, you should always be able to get this. I've really played it a bit risky here, but yeah, I don't know. That's what you need to do to get to 639. So you hold right, wait a bit, don't tap yet, because otherwise you're gonna hit this platform, and then just get down and do this. Right, so if you made it to Gilbert, you just have to send your prayers, because he can ruin every single run. For some reason I get good RNG a lot of the times, but yeah, the boss fight is just like timing and being good at the game. So here you want to go for this shot as early as possible to get him into phase 2 as early as you can. Now here you're gonna, sorry about that, you're gonna dodge the fireballs and you're gonna delay the second one. Here I delay over them, you can do that as well. You want to delay it because that way Gilbert will think that you missed the shot, and so he will give you more time and give you an extra shot so that he has lower HP when he gets into phase 3, which saves time, sorry. Right, so this shot has to be delayed. You have to delay it so that this projectile hits Gilbert after the green fireball has been shot. And here you can do whatever you want, just try to hit Gilbert while he's being still. And if you're lucky enough, he shot this green fireball. And now you'll be able to do what's called phase skip. I didn't hit it because he shot the fireball straight in the center, but you can search up phase skip. You'll probably find a video on how to do it by the Ultra Boss. Right, from here, you just want to be very careful with your fireballs. Like, shoot them only when Gilbert is still, especially in phase 4. So he's gonna shoot this green fireball there most of the time. It's very risky to shoot it just as I did, because he can do a stomp right now and make you miss. But luckily for me, he did a laser, which made him stay still. And this fireball was very risky. Like, you just have to be good at the game to hit shots like that. Right, that's the end. Now, there's 2 explosion sound effects, because it goes like pa 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 pa. On those two last ones, you're gonna tap right and jump on the edge because the bridge just spawns in, and then hold right, and that's it. Alright, and that's how you get 639. Hope this was helpful. It probably wasn't because I'm very bad at tutorials, but yeah.